Hello and welcome to Rcn Unplugged, the podcast where we bring you voices, stories, and insights that shape the Rotary Club of Nairobi. I am your host, Mumbi King, and today we have a powerful and inspiring conversation lined up for you. Our guest today is someone who truly embodies purpose in motion, Mwende Kituma. Mwende is a passionate change maker, championing youth, women, and children through transformative initiatives in education, health, financial empowerment, and capacity building. She currently serves as the Director of Professional Development at the Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central, where she equips young leaders with the skills and confidence to thrive in service and in their careers. By day, Mwende is a program manager at the KISE Foundation, where she leads programs that uplift communities through education, agribusiness, and elderly care, turning thoughtful strategy into real-world social impact. And when she's not building brighter futures, you will find her exploring the world, swimming, meeting new people, and inspiring others to align passion with purpose. Mwende, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the intro. Thank you for the opportunity. And let's do this.
Let's go ahead.
Yes.
Welcome. So let me ask you, we've never had a Rotaractor on our podcast, and we're honored to have you as our first Rotaractor. Now, what first drew you to Rotaract, and what did you hope to experience or contribute when you joined?
Okay, being the first Rotaractor, I do not feel any pressure being here, but I'm actually very honored and excited. So I would say what drew me into Rotaract ideally would be getting an opportunity to change the purpose that I have and convert it into purpose. You know, just looking at the different individuals who are in Rotaract and the activities that they've been able to do, more so into specific dockets, because when you research Rotaract, what comes to mind would be the community service they do and the professional and leadership service that they also do for their own members. So those two things attracted me to the club. I was like, okay, so I am passionate about empowering the youth, the women, and the elderly. And here's a club that actually does the same. Why can't I join them, learn from them, and contribute? And together, let's make magic. So that's why I actually joined the Rotaract. Yes.
That is very eye-opening. We hear a lot about the Rotary clubs of Nairobi and the various ones, but maybe we don't know enough about Rotaract. So maybe you can tell us, what ages can people join Rotaract? What do they have to look forward to on top of what you've already said? Just tell us more about Rotaract.
Okay. So I am currently the Professional Development Director for the great Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central. I love my club. It has been in existence since 1978. What happens in Rotaract, we target young people who are between the ages of 18 and 30. And they come on board and we do different activities and different dockets of service. We have community service, which is a big puller and attractor to people. We have professional and leadership development. We have international service. We have public relations. We have club service. And ideally, it is an opportunity for those between the age of 18 and 30 to grow as individuals, get a community, and change other people's lives. That is, in a nutshell, what Rotaract is all about. Yes.
Very well encapsulated or summarized there. But looking back on your journey, how did those early expectations compare to the reality of being a Rotaractor? They say reality versus what you dreamed of. So tell us.
Okay, so my experience has actually been very positive. What I ordered versus what I got. Yes. What I got is like 100 times better, because I was just thinking, okay, we'll come, we meet, we go and identify different areas and change their lives. But I've met a group in Rcn where you come in as an individual and then we help you grow as an individual. We build you up to a point that you're able to articulate yourself, you're able to communicate with confidence. And once you are built as an individual, we give you a community of peers who you can bounce off different ideas. So not only are we concentrating on community development, we're also developing you as an individual. We're also teaching you, okay, Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central is in Nairobi. Which other clubs outside Kenya can we partner with and come up with different initiatives? So the aspect of global also comes in. So what I was able to get is beyond what I thought. I'm like, okay. And every day I discover there's more. I'm like, okay, we can get courses and empower ourselves as individuals. Okay, I'm in. We can get an opportunity to go to Rcn and join the podcast. Okay, I'm
Definitely.
in. So it just keeps getting better and better. And the thing I really like is the history. They have such a rich history that has been built over and over again. And the connection to our mother club, which is Rcn, the Rotary Club of Nairobi, that connection, which makes sure we're not just existing in a bubble or just doing our own things, but we're working with purpose and we have people to guide us. It has been amazing. Yeah.
Great. It's always great to reflect on your journey, where you started from. And if I can ask, when did you join Rotaract?
Okay, so my first activity was actually last year in August.
Wow.
I joined as a guest. And
wow.
what pulled me was actually an advert that I saw for a session they have on Tuesday. We have the Tuesday fellowships every fortnight in Chester Suites from 6:30 to 8. And I was like, you mean I just need to pay a small room charge and I can be in the room with this great person, listen to what they're talking about, ask questions, seek clarification, that opportunity. And I was like, wow, I'm in. So I joined it, did a few months as a guest, and I was actually officially inducted as a member this year.
Congratulations.
Then, thank you so much. It was so exciting. I was like, oh my God, am I in? Am I in? I was like, oh God. And then now, the thing that makes it even more fun, once I was inducted as a member, 1 month later, I was inducted as a director. I'm like, guys, calm down.
Thrown into the deep end.
It's completely. Like, let's do this. So ideally, that has been my journey with Rotaract, specifically the Rotary Club of Nairobi Central. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, given the experience or the time that you've been in RCNC, share a project or specific project, event, or moment that deeply shaped how you see community service or leadership. Is it different to what you thought it would be? Is it better? Have you made any new discoveries? Tell us.
Okay. I would say the project that touched my heart, that made me know I'm in the right place, doing the right thing with the right people at the right time, would be the signature project that RCNC currently has, which is the Adopter Village in Maili Tisa, Kajiado County. They're focusing on doing so many activities. There's water and sanitation, there's education and literacy. But in that particular project, we did a pads drive in Maili Tisa, and we targeted 2 schools there. And we're able to donate 1,500 sanitary pads to 2 schools, to the ladies there. And the thing that makes me happy is through that donation, those young women were able to go to school and they can be able to use the sanitary towels uninterrupted for 6 months. And I was like,
it's amazing.
What do you mean? It sounds like such a simple thing, but when you're on the ground and you communicate with the beneficiaries and they explain the challenges they're facing. And through that initiative, now someone can go to school for 6 months. They have no reason not to go to school.
True.
So looking at that, I was like, wow, what do you mean, guys? It's simple, it's direct, and it's effective. And I was like,
and it's impactful.
It's impactful.
Well. And people might wonder, okay, so you did a pads drive, but they might not link that to how that can stop a young lady from going to school.
Okay, so you need to look at
their progress.
Yeah, you need to look at the statistics. You see, in that area in Kajiado, menstrual care is frowned upon. It's not something that you just have communications or you can talk about in public or even talk to your parents about. So not only did we do the donation of the pads, we also had sessions with the girls, talking to them, telling them, menstruation is not something that you should be afraid of. Give them mentorship, give them communication skills, give them tips and tricks on how to just navigate during that time. And now ideally trying to remove the different myths that are associated with period care and menstruation so that they don't feel like because I'm going through this for the next 3 or 5 days, I should hide behind. And once you give that lady that confidence to come to school, she will come to school. When she is educated, she's going to change her life. Her family is also going to change because now she has opportunities. She can start a business. She can go to university.
Definitely.
If you change that family, you change that community. When you change the community, you change the region.
Absolutely.
And that is it ideally. Yeah.
Yes. And now that you are speaking on the impact that it has or these projects have had, what about the impact that Rotaract has had on you personally? Because I can say through my Rotary journey, I can speak in front of an audience now. I was terrified. I can be able, to now go and see the impact of community service. I can use my craft to, help the Rotary Club of Nairobi. How has Rotaract Club personally changed you?
I would speak from the aspect of the leadership, and then I'll go to another section.
Yes.
So before I joined the Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central, I knew leadership as someone who is in front of people, who gives direction, who gives what needs to be done and that. But through RCNC, I'm learning there's that, but a very key aspect is leading with leading with service, leading with humility, being the person who gives people an opportunity to feel comfortable, to share the ideas that they have, and working and collaborating with them to come up with something that is much better than what you would have thought of as an individual. So giving others the opportunity to shine and empowering them is something that I have learned through RCNC. And I'm also learning if you have a passion and you have a purpose, it is only felt if you're able to multiply and empower others. So joining a community of like-minded people, you're like, okay, I want to do this. Okay, have you thought of approaching it from this side? The networks that they give, the perspectives, the way you have a conversation with someone, they're like, okay, have you thought about XYZ as a challenge? And they're like, okay, I never thought about it like that.
You never had that line of thought.
And you're like, I would never have thought about it like that. So combining that is how it has changed me as an individual. Yeah.
That's good. And one thing that we know about Rotary and Rotaract, you will be pushed out of your comfort zone. You're not there to be in your comfort zone whatsoever. And now leading into that, Rotaract is often described as a leadership classroom. So more or less where you're taught about leadership before you join, the main Rotary clubs. What is one key lesson or skill that you have taken away that continues to serve you outside of Rotaract?
Okay. I would say, I think I even just spoke about it before, the act of elevating others.
Yes.
I think that is something that is greatly emphasized and a culture that you find when you're in Rotaract. And I hope when I transition to Rotary, I can bring the
same. Join our club.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. I'm like, my number is 07. You can find me, my legal names, you have everything. But elevating others, it's not about the individual. It's always about the community. It's about the team. It's about how is the team contributing? How are we all working towards a particular goal? Have we understood what the goal is? Is it trickling down? So that aspect of elevation is something that I have seen. And in retrospect, you would think success is if Mwende is standing somewhere and she's receiving awards, but no. Success, I'm learning, is if our club is able to do impact. So whose life have I changed? Who's able to go to school because they're not able to go to school? Who is able to now access medical care that they've never been able to access? And that is how you measure success. So that is how I would respond to that. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, I have a question.
Okay.
Did you ever see yourself as a leader prior to joining Rotaract, or did you shy away? Did you just want to fit in?
I would say I saw myself as a leader because I have been given, or I have been lucky to have opportunities to practice the leadership that I had. But again, I'm learning there's a new version of leadership that I did not know of. So I'm like,
tell us more about it.
Let's learn. It's more of empowering. It's more of service. It's more of teamwork. It's more of collaboration. It's more of creating the right environment. That's a type of leadership I think you only get if you're in either Rotaract or Rotary. Yeah, I would answer with that.
Great. Sometimes we think or we shy away from leadership, but I think we scare ourselves into thinking that we have to be perfect, or we have this certain criteria that completely scares us. And when thrown into the deep end, you can thrive as well. So tell me, over time, how have you seen the spirit and culture of Rotaract evolve? Because I believe each club has its own culture. They have, their own events and projects that they like to do. So both within your club and across the wider Rotary family, what culture and spirit have you seen evolve?
Okay, let me start with my club, the Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central. I really love my club. And something I'm seeing as a member and as a director that I really, really love, and I would say is a culture change, would be focusing also on the individuals. So as an individual, I know our theme for the year is Unite for Good.
Yes.
So if you have unity as an individual, you can be able to unite with someone, and then the two of you can unite as a club, and you can go outside there and bring a lot of unity. But I would say our club has been very passionate of becoming something like, let me say, a leadership incubator.
Yes.
So what we do, we have members and we have guests. So when you come in, you would think, I'm coming in to just sit and see what is happening and maybe contribute here and there. No. You come in and we're like, okay, so you're passionate about community service. Okay, join this committee. When you're in this committee, which activity can you lead? Because you see, at the end of the day, we need to, for lack of a better word, baptize you by fire. We bring you and they're like, yes, come in. Yes, come in. You have talents, you have skills. How can we best collaborate with those who are there? So we're not just throwing you in the deep end. We're giving you an opportunity to run a particular project, to be in a committee and lead that committee. So this is going to push you to grow as an individual. So there's no time to second guess or feel bad. But the thing I need to highlight is you are still supported by the current members who are there. Guidance is always given. In case of any clarification, it's still there. But you're given an opportunity. Like, we won't wait for 3 years. You're like, come, you want to try and go.
Opportunity.
If you're not able to, maybe if something comes up and you're not able to go, we're like, that is okay. Thank you for putting yourself out there and trying. So it gives you a room for that. And then the thing I also like about RCNC is we also focus on students in high school, the Interact Club.
Yes,
like we've come to realize there's a pipeline. You start with Interact, like our current president, Chita Mugure, started as an Interactor.
Wow.
Then moved to become a Rotaractor. And right now she's our president.
Congratulations.
I know. To her. And now she'll move eventually to the Rotary Club.
Yes.
So now building that pipeline from the beginning has been very vital and very important. So are we having sessions with them? Are we visiting them? Are we holding our annual careers garage just to motivate and mentor them? So there's that pipeline. And I think the last thing I would say is not limiting ourselves to the borders of Kenya. We have a twin club in Uganda.
We have a whole district.
We have a full district and other countries. Yes. And I feel like sometimes you might feel like they're there, but how do we start the communication and engagement? So RCNC, we work very closely with our twin club, the Rotaract Club of Kampala Sese Islands.
Wow.
We just came this month. We actually were supporting them in their Mulabana Phase 5 project. True. So having that aspect of we are doing work in Kenya, but we're very open to partner with other clubs just gives an amazing. So I would say that is how the spirit is evolving. So take care of you as an individual. Yes. Then once you're good, we give you an opportunity to showcase what you can do. Look for people who are before the young ones. And then as you're doing that, let's get partners from abroad and we work together.
True. I think our DG has mentioned this as she has visited our clubs. There's no point working in silos. We are stronger together, and that is why we are uniting for good, even as clubs.
Agreed.
Now, you've spoken about your journey in Rotaract, but we want all of you RCNC individuals to come to our club. So tell us, what does that transition look like for you? Are you looking forward to it?
Actually, I am looking forward to it because I feel like it's do you call it a natural progression?
Yes.
You start out by crawling, then you walk, then you run, and you become, now you're sprinting, you're an adult, you get a job and such. So it feels like a natural progression. So I would be very happy to do the transition from RCNC to now join our mother club, Rotary Club of Nairobi. It's very exciting. It's like, it feels like it's a next step.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's make impact here. And then once we're done, let's go meet the big boys and join them.
We're not that scary. I promise. No, I absolutely promise.
That's something I've actually learned, that you're very welcoming, which is very good.
Yes, we are. We're a fun club. Guys, you should try us.
We need to.
Come to one of our meetings and see how engaging and welcoming we are.
Okay.
Now, next question. What do you think young leaders like yourself bring to Rotary, and in turn, or Rotaract? What can Rotary offer Rotaractors to help them grow further? And let me add this. What can we do as Rotary Club of Nairobi to support you better as RCNC? You are our little baby.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we are responsible for you. So what can we do on our end?
Okay.
To help you with that.
Let me be selfish and start with the last question. As RCNC, from RCN, what we would ask for, other than whatever else you've been currently asking, because we have a very long list of requests that we humbly slide. And we're like, please, we humbly request. It would be the mentorship that had started, and it's still, I think we're just trying to fine tune a few things here and there.
Yes.
That mentorship will be very, very impactful to the different members that we have, because we are coming to realize it's not every person who comes from a family that they can empower them, or a family that can help them in day-to-day decisions or career or such. So that mentorship will be very, very important for us. And in line with us having the mentorship, we also trickle it down to the interactors so that we don't leave them behind and we move as a team.
True.
So I would say mentorship. The rest you're doing perfectly, you're doing well. We're very excited. We're like
5-star reviews.
Are we giving 10 over 10 minus nothing plus? I don't know what else we can add to that. That is it. Then you had asked about what Rotaractors can actually give the Rotarians. I would just look at aspect of youth in terms of the energy to run around and work with different projects. I would say the fresh perspectives that we have when it comes to solutions and challenges, the agility and the use of technology, because I know we like social media, we like to be online. How can we use those tools to leverage the message, to leverage the connection, to leverage the, what is the word? Rallying support from different people so that our projects can have the biggest impact. I think that is what we would bring to Rotary. Then what Rotary gives us, other than, of course, mentorship and the history,
knowledge,
the knowledge that you have, the resources that you have, not even financial resources only, the human resources that you have.
Yes.
I see. It's like we have members who are like living libraries. If you just have a conversation with someone in RCN, you'll understand this is a challenge. This is what they did, what didn't work, what worked. And you're like, okay, so what can I do to replicate it now or make it suit the current situation that we're in? Yeah.
True. And this is where I will shamelessly plug our club. If you want knowledge, just come to our meetings. All of the resources are there and the people that you need to talk to. But having said what you said, we, on our end, yes, we should be able to foster that knowledge, that collaboration. And, as an older club, we're nearly 100 years old. Would you believe it?
Yeah.
Fresh mindsets, different ways of doing either a project or even running PR or the programs type of committee. That is very important. And having said that, would you like to host events together? Would you,
we are very open
to do projects.
Agreed. We can do projects, not only focusing on community service, but also focusing on the development of our different members. I think that collaboration would be Amazing. I think so. You know, those things you just send, you're like, wow.
Wow.
Can we breathe in? Are we allowed to breathe in and out from excitement?
Pinch me moment.
You're like, guys, is this real? Is this really happening? Is this me? Yes. So I think the collaboration would actually be a very good thing and something that would actually bring a lot of impact. But as we speak, we do have a collaboration with I think we got the connection through the Rotary Club of Nairobi, the one for November 11th with Rotarian
indeed.
Joe Otin. We will be having a session. We have invited all the Rotaract clubs we can think of. So
have you invited us?
Of course, it's even in the poster.
Yes.
Rcn in conjunction with Rcn. It is beautiful. So I think this being the first one, I'm very excited to see how else we can be able to collaborate and how else can we bring the most impact in the funnest, exciting, and simplest way.
True. Are you guys known as a fun club?
Let me tell you, we are known as a premium club in Sub-Saharan Africa.
Debatable.
I'm not here. Please allow me to have half a second to just brag. RCNC, we're even on ChatGPT as one of the best clubs in Nairobi for Rotaractors. Wow. And I will say our actions speak for ourselves. We're also very humble. We don't like bragging what we can do, but come join us. We're every fortnight to meet on Tuesday, Chester Suite, 6:30 to 8. Come see what we are all about and question us on social media. We would respond. We promise.
Perfect. There you have it, Rotarians. Visit them and ask them on social media.
Yes.
So is there any Rotarian or Rotaractor who has particularly influenced your journey?
Yes, I would say my journey has been positively influenced by a Rotarian. She's called Jacinta Mwende, from the Rotary Club of Jabali. Wow. When I wanted to start this whole journey, when I was young and naive, I told her I want to do projects and I want to help people. And she's like, okay, there's this club. It's a Rotaract. You need to start there. So research and find out. And she shared information. She's continuously mentoring. If there are any questions, responses are given. And also, I would also give flowers to the RCNC board and members because they're very open. When you have questions, no matter how small it is or how you think it's insignificant, they will answer and they're like, okay, this is why we do this. This is where you can get this. So having that space where you feel you can be open, you can be yourself, you can ask questions, you can make mistakes. You can call someone when you're in a fix and just tell them, I need to vent. I've been rained on. Can I vent? And they're like, go. You're like, wow. And you feel better.
20 minutes later.
You're like, and that is the reason why. And they're like, okay, that is okay. But are you breathing right now? I'm breathing.
Have you eaten?
Have you eaten? Yes. I know. And then you meet people who are like, have you slept? And you're like, actually, I have not slept well in a long time. I think that's why everything is moving in this space. So I would put those two. Rotarian Rotaractors from RCNC, the board and the members, and Rotarian Jacinta Mwende for that. Yeah.
Perfect. I think mentorship is so important, especially when you're new to a club and, you have all of these opportunities and leadership opportunities. You can get overwhelmed.
Agreed.
And just decide, by the way, I am not doing this. I don't know who to ask.
Yes. Where do you start?
Who can hold my hand as I start this journey.
Agreed.
And that is why mentorship is so important. And yes, we do have mentorship in our club, but it is such a crucial aspect, even in defining how good of a leader you are.
Agreed. And also, I think something I've realized with RCNC, we came to realize you have very many people who attend your sessions as guests.
Yes.
And then they just disappear.
Never to be heard of again.
You're like, I saw you, but you disappeared. But through something like club service, having someone coming and tell you, hi, how are you? Okay, so this is what is happening. Would you like to try? Someone checking up on you, it just makes a difference.
A total difference.
Agreed, yeah.
Right, for our second last question, if you could shape the future of Rotaract for the next generation, what would you change, preserve, or reimagine?
If I could change, okay. So I personally feel it's working and working very well. Maybe fine tune so that as you're doing a community project and you're empowering and changing the lives of people out there, you're also changing your life concurrently, in the sense that you're getting personal development. You're getting guidance on how do I run a project? Okay, let's start with something as big as what is a project? What communication skills do I need to have? How do I send proposals? Who am I sending proposals to? Which meetings should I attend? How should I attend those meetings? How do I communicate what I need to communicate across? And something that I would love to give the district and clap for them is they have different sessions on trainings on just something as basic as communication, right?
True. There's always something going on at district level.
There's always something so now if we could trickle it down so that we peg it to different projects. By the time you leave this project, let's say like we are doing a borehole in Maili Tisa.
Yes.
By the time I leave that project, I can be able to replicate it elsewhere, or I can lead and help others who want to do a similar project or even any other project.
Yes.
So maybe I would add that. It's not even something major, something small. And then what else would I add? I think that is it, because I think everything is going well. Service, it's been put in us nicely. Above self, it's recognized, it is appreciated.
Yes.
We're launching different leaders. They're appreciated. They're getting the training. That is the only thing I would add to that.
That is great. Now, as we end this interview, leave us with a quote.
Oh my God,
how would you like to inspire us on this episode?
I would like to inspire us in this episode by saying, just do it. Don't overthink.
Do it scared.
Do it scared. Do it afraid. Do it when you don't know what you're doing, but there's a thing you want to do, especially, let me paraphrase, when it comes to helping other people or doing initiatives that will bring impact. Just do it scared. Do it afraid. Do it without having everything. Don't let yourself stand in your own way.
And perfectionism. I'm guilty of that.
Oh my, we had
one hair is out of place. I can't take the video.
No. We had a session, we were told, there's nothing like perfection. It's all about progression. Just move.
Yes, just move.
Just move.
Movement is the only thing that matters.
That matters, yes, it is.
So Mwende, thank you so much for honoring our podcast and being the first Rotaractor. We've now opened the door for more Rotaractors to come and join us on the podcast. And it has been amazing. So thank you once again. And for RCN members, here we are. This is Mwende from RCNC. And that is episode 4 of Rcn Unplugged. Thank you.
Thank you so much.